So, first question.
Tell us.
Very difficult.
Yes.
Who are you?
Dancer, choreographer, teacher.
You don't say your name? No, we don't need
yes,
it.
My name.
So
Nadine Ganase.
I'm Sofie Kokaj, and I'm teacher, director.
Yes.
And I was actress for a long time.
When they meet a new director, should have confidence in the person that's in front of them. They might be destabilized, be thrown off their foundation of what they know. That they should try and embrace that and like that. It's not it's an uncomfortable feeling, but it's going to get better. The things that they really are dying for, for experience and feelings and theatre. I think that's...
Not be afraid of misunderstand, de la mécompréhension. Mais ne pas comprendre est aussi, et spécialement ici, à Pise, où nous avons 16 étudiants qui parlent 9 langues différentes. C'est l'occasion de travailler aussi avec la malcompréhension, qui est l'occasion d'une invention extraordinaire. Metteuse en scène propose quelque chose, even if you don't understand specifically what it is, go and try. But a magical thing can happen.
It's magic. It's like a magical moment. No, I'm not sure it's going to come, but I have the intuition that it could come. And when I see it, it's like poetry. It's like the sun all of a sudden after a rainy day. In Brussels, we have a lot of rain and clouds, and then the sun comes, and it's like, you can hope, and you feel lighter, or you feel touched, It's like when you hear music, and there's a passage in the music that moves you, Why that 1-2 notes? A musician, a composer can tell you that drop in an octave is what creates the emotion.
It's something between prendre l'énoncé, so you have an indication, and when the actor make it fait à soi, moment the actors not disobey, but go further and not just say that what I have to do, I just do it, but do it à ta manière, to your own, give something from yourself. But what we want to see is the human derrière le masque. You need to just have the moment of the humanity of someone.
Yes, and when you talk about misunderstanding, there was a beautiful example she gave where someone was lost in translation. So someone was talking about what they did the day before they came to Pisa. They were standing in a line and somebody said, I called somebody, and he didn't understand. So she said, believe in what you understood, say what you think you understood. So he said in English, so then I called the moon because had been a long time that I hadn't called her. And she said, let the poetry begin. It's beautiful, no?
Magic happened, but it's like, je peux le faire. I am in right to do it.
He's not a technician.
No, it's something more.
Yes. Okay. I'm a dancer and choreographer, so I'm working the body. And I tell them at the beginning of each class that when you go to the theatre and an actor walks onto stage, what is the first thing you see? He hasn't said anything, He hasn't done anything. But you see his body. I want them to be aware of their body. There's so much you can do and say with your body without saying one word. Even not changing the expression on your face. Just an inclination of the head is already giving information.
One teacher, my favorite teacher, I had in Alsace, de lui faire peur,
scare him.
Yeah, comfortable, la 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 la.
Ok.
here, make a rehearsal, and suddenly he shout, fear me.
Scare me.
Scare me. And we decide it begins here, 3 minutes, and the actor do it in another place. Actor can take the power. And as a director, I feel the stage is in danger, everything begins to like that. My duty, mon devoir, is to give many, many conditions
To let that happen. Is showing me that you are in a hurry, showing me that you are sad instead of doing it, being it.
So acting is not acting.
No, it's being.
Acting is ne pas faire semblant, which is strange because
She said acting is not pretending, but she says that's strange because I mean we are pretending to be such and such a character or this and this and that.
yeah, for me I can say don't pretend, do something. It's maybe closer to perform than to act.
It's the first time for you in Prima del Teatro.
See.
Do you think it makes sense?
Oh yes. I think, and I've seen in the 10 days we've been working, I've seen them grow. The fact that they're not with their own teachers and their whole class, they're obliged to be confronted with a lot of things, you know. And that's quite intense, I think, for them. And that's a life experience. And I'm sure when they go back in September to the school, what they've experienced distills, settles in. They're gonna walk into that school and they're gonna be bigger, you know. From the first day, they were like mice, you know, mice, you know. Very good and this and that. And now they're opening up, you know. They're getting weight, getting grounded. Yeah.
What is really emotional here in Pisa, because it's an European meeting. My family has traveled from a country to another, then back to the country and here. So many of us have stories. It's to hear mix of the languages, which brings the story with la langue apporte l'histoire. It never existed, I think, in one school, like in nowhere, as much as it is here in Pisa. And it's not only the language, the habit, or partage. We share that. It's so precious to. We need that now in this world and forever. To you do like that, I do like that. Can we do it together? It's super important. We don't make politics, but it's political to give time to them to expose their situation, and Europe can have a sense. Ancora.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.